The title of our group research proposal is called Single Parenting Impact on Juvenile Delinquents, Maternal Employment. The people in my group were myself, India Ramsey, Cameron Bradford, Caitlin Laws, and Kayla Williams. Introduction. Why is our research important? The reason why our research is important is due to the fact that not everyone understands the struggle of having a single parent. Why someone reading our study should care about the outcomes. The reason why they should care about the outcomes is due to the fact that not everyone understands or know the hardship of having a single parent due to some having both parents in the household. What makes your research different from other studies that have addressed the same issue? The reason why this study is different than others is due to the fact that even though they'll discuss about single parenting, they'll discuss about the parent more than how it takes a toll on the families, and that's what our research will do. Statement of the problem. First, our research question asked how to decrease the likelihood of delinquent behavior in a single parent household. What is our purpose? Our purpose is to come up with effective methods that can reduce the development of delinquency within a child that stays in a single parent household and also that has a mother in the workforce. What do we plan to accomplish? We plan to accomplish by developing methods that can prevent children living in a single parent environment from having a consistent pattern of delinquent behavior that can possibly affect them as they begin to develop. What is our goal? The goal of our research is to find methods and effective ways to help single mothers that are in maternal employment that has a child who is either delinquent or leading to delinquency. What is the biggest issue in our research? The biggest issue is that one child can be delinquent, but the other child can be delinquent, but in a different way. Also, putting a stop to single parent households may be impossible, but decreasing the rise of juvenile delinquency is something that our research plans to uphold. Literature review. The article that we chose for our research proposal is Article 1 from Chapter 7 and is titled Blame Their Mothers, Public Opinion About Maternal Employment as a Cause of Juvenile Delinquency, and the author was Justin Pickett. Sentences of this article was that Justin Pickett, he focused mainly on single parents that are involved in maternal employment, and one of the terms that he used that definitely influences our study even more would be gender egalitarianism, and it's a phrase used frequently throughout the article, and this phrase refers to equality among both the male and female genders. A traditional lack of gender egalitarianism is why working mothers are blamed for delinquent children. Findings. Pickett's findings were successful in debunking the theory that working mothers cause their children to be delinquent. Compare and contrast. In contrast to our study, Pickett's study was focused more on the two-parent household where the mother and the father both have jobs versus a traditional household where the father would work while the mother would take care of home duties. But our study focused strictly on a single-parent home because in our current society, it's mainly known as a single mother without a father figure instead of the opposite. Missing element. The literature did not provide its readers with ways on how this study can either be improved or ways to prevent such delinquent behavior when in maternal employment. The way that we will make sure that this element is not missing is by addressing this issue and providing methods to decrease the chances of this behavior. The theory that we chose is from Chapter 4 and it's called Differential Association Theory. It was developed by Edwin Sutherland, and in this theory, he discussed how criminal behavior is learned and not inherited. methods. In step one, we'll brainstorm types of participants that we would like to collect data from. The type of participants will range between the ages of 13 to 17, and in order to make it equal, we decided to do 10 females and 10 males. And we chose the location Florida because, based on our research, Florida is the highest number in the country that has juveniles besides any other state. Step two, we would then conduct interviews by genders to get separate results. Also, the type of interviews that we would do would be regular conversation to make the participants feel comfortable. And the first interview we will conduct wouldn't be filmed so that the participants can feel comfortable and safe within their environment. And then once we feel as if they're safe and not as nervous, then we'll conduct the second one and it'll be filmed. Approximately, it'll last up to an hour each, but it may proceed over, depends on the child. Step three, we will distribute a copy to each one single parent as well as to finalize the results. The reason why we'll distribute a copy is so that their parent can have a better understanding on how their child's life is personally. The type of research that we have chosen is qualitative research. This research will fit better than quantitative because with us using interviews and personal information, that defines qualitative research instead of quantitative. Potential barriers that we may face. One of them is our participants failing to answer certain questions. And that could be the result of them not wanting to talk about it, or they just don't feel comfortable enough to share it. Also, when being questioned, some individuals may fail to tell the truth, either because it may open things that shouldn't be said or either underlying fear. Time frame implications. The interviews can vary in length and time depending on what type of interviews are being conducted. And also it can last up to 2 hours with others, but some it may take only 30 depending on the participant. After conducting all of the interviews, it should take a few weeks to come up with the results, but extra time will be needed to also compare and contrast answers using age, gender, and race. How will your results influence future scholarly research and or policy making? Our results will influence future scholarly research by helping and teaching others on why and how delinquent behavior is prone to single mother households and what can be done to lessen delinquency in children. We hope that our results can open up the idea of others to want to do the same, even if it's with using single father households instead of single mothers. Conclusion. The importance of our study. The reason why our study is important is because we look at different circumstances as to why a mother may become a single parent, and more importantly, why children may become delinquent with their mother being a single parent. Also, we believe that delinquent behavior can be aided with acknowledgement and nurturing.